Quartararo. jereZ. 22 riders, reduced to 20. Green flags. He's got that bike absolutely flying. Marquez did not get away well. One of the Ducatis is up.
First corner line with the Ducati's whole shot device. Ran a bit wide in the first corner.
Vinales got the start he wanted, the start he dreamed of. But this is heading down now into turn 6.
Some front tyre will not give you straight up and down braking stability. Is that why Vinales and Rossi have gone for it? It's a gamble. You have to say, will it pay off?
Quartararo. Now Miller has got his eyes set firmly on the world champion.
Whoa!
Oh, Maverick
pushing her early to try and make that gap that he wanted to do. He did it in some. He's first coming through turn 8, lighting up that rear tyre. Maverick out the seat.
Marquez were on board with 3. Vinales will surely lead at the end of lap 1.
Problem now for Fabio Quartararo with Jack Miller. So Fabio Quartararo's got a bit of a conundrum to catch well now in the form of Andrea Dovizioso. This is the moment on board with world champion Marquez. Vinales' second one was a big scare. Marquez had to roll out of it. Now then, Fabio Quartararo trying to use.
Don't look at Vinales, don't look at Quartararo. Look at Bradley, 5 places. He's 1 behind Rossi into 11.
Yeah, Rossi check. He's in 10th place now then. Right in the making. He's the first South African ever to appear in the Moto GP category.
That done, brilliantly done, but he's run it wide and oh.
Can it get any worse for the factory Suzuki team? Alex Rin's out through injury after that horrible. Well, that's come to a premature conclusion. He's on the floor at turn 9. Horror show for Suzuki.
Yeah, it's just a weekend for Brivio.
And in this shortened season, 13 races.
Corner. There was another gap and Maverick said thank you very much. This is brilliant stuff here from Maverick.
It's been November last year. Marquez strikes back again on the brakes into the Pedrosa corner. To our expected form.
The corner speed of the Yamaha.
Yeah, late breaker, such a demon on the front end. It looked like, to all intents and purposes, already these tricky come to the gravel track. 1 corner further, Alex Espargaro got
phenomenal way of starting 2020.
Quick check on Brad Binder again. This is Morbidelli, Rossi and Petrucci behind him. Moto2 world champion, one of the best.
So hard for him not to make mistakes. And a twitch from the rear as well. This is all or nothing for Mark at the moment. This is moment.
Yeah, and he knows as well, if he pushes the pace, ups his rhythm, he fastest lap of the race more. Marquez is thinking all the time, isn't he, about how he can exploit potential use braking. Oh, he's gone! He's gone! We lost sight of Marquez.
He stayed on board.
All the rear going into turn 4.
Oh my goodness me, drama here. And
Marquez gone off the circuit, back to his old tricks. Welcome back to MotoGP.
Marquez on the elbow, full of gravel. Brilliant reactions, brilliant reflexes. Lynn Jarvis can't believe it. Dirty tyres, iota.
Simon, your thoughts on that, please?
Terrifying, there's no room. You know, he is very, very similar to the first turn.
Just too over-eager to get away and make the break. I don't know. You can ask me more.
I don't know. I mean, that's in 16th, and he's now trying to get through points. He's made another error there.
He's struggling. Dramatically of each of the Ducatis. Now then, opportunity knocks for Maverick Vinales to his title content. Reflexes of the world champion.
He's not human. No. He's not, honestly, he's not human. I'd see Marc Marquez out. I can tell you, their ears are pricked up in a big, big way.
How soft front tyre going to hold up for Maverick Vinales?
I cannot believe what we've witnessed already in this short time. That was stages of this 2020 season. My goodness, here comes Fabio Quartararo. He wants to hold off. Brilliantly done from the Frenchman. Yamaha are 1-2 again. Quartararo already, after a few mistakes, made it up to 14th place, so there's points on offer. You're going to see
everybody else might as well pack up and get
just pack up and let's just call it a day there. He is a lead. Pushing so hard to try and get away. Simon.
Guys, the other clear as well.
But filthy, dirty tyres as well. There's nothing the guy can't do on 2 wheels.
Well, I mean, we'll be looking at
killer saves, but you can put that one right up there.
Do you know the fascinating fact now, Matt? He's not going to be forced into trying to go for the 37s. That's the only thing that's in his advantage now.
Tumbling down the tower.
Where has Brad Binder disappeared to? This Maverick Vinales looking for his first victory in Moto GP. Marc Marquez, and he's cutting the gap to those ahead of him as well.
Well, he's the fastest man on the
pace has been slowed down to the late 138s.
And this is because Maverick's thinking about preserving.
The problem is, Matt, is it brings all these guys into contention. I mean, the likes of Miliband, we're in shot here for a podium. Valentino Rossi's struggling a bit. There's a big gap between
the moment of this race. It's now 8. He's totally rolled out of it, hasn't he? Totally rolled out of it. Dovizioso's just set his personal best lap of the race. Ikalekawona.
Can I just say, if this pace remains at mid-130, what happened at turn 4?
I'm full of back after qualifying that he was torn between the hard and the soft, but so unusual to see fit. I mean, if pays off. You look like a genius, and it does at turn 2.
In Moto GP is Marquez. I mean, he's ridiculous, isn't he?
Tricky cheek, look at Quartararo. He's already put a decent bit of daylight between himself and Miller. But Miller through could have been worse, because keeping tabs on that top 3 are banging on. Well, and this, every time they touch the throttle, look at this. Vinales forks nearly.
For Maverick, you can see there he's using the back brake and everything just to try and get that.
The KTM in these hot conditions, normally they've ground, because normally in these track conditions, Espargaro fades really.
You just never know. I mean, it's so hard to predict what's going to happen based on what's happened already.
Slightly more moist and cooler conditions I've seen Trickle.
Fellow rookie, Ika Lekuona's in 12th. He's having a great run. Marquez, fastest lap of the race, 38.372. He's in. They would need to drop really hard down into third
Stage after that moment at turn 4.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Unbelievable. In Moto GP for the first time since Dovi won the opener, I think last really like predicting the future when it comes to Moto GP. I mean, look at him, he's up behind Miguel Oliveira here, who's in 9th.
And of course, when you're in that group sometimes, when there's a lot of issues as well. Now, Fabio Quartararo is never going to have a better chance. Perhaps a little bit earlier, Espargaro, ruthless, brilliant up the best ever dry race from the KTM and the Captain. He can't utilise it.
Espargaro really, really wide, and through comes Franco Morbidelli. Barney's got the inside line as Espargaro. Marc Marquez, number 90.
Performance by Marquez. What a recovery. There is Marquez, they're just at the top of your picture. Quartararo stretching away from Jack.
Here is Dovizioso now going through on Pecco Bagnaia, and we said that Dovizioso through to the podium.
2 years later, on the brink of becoming a moat 8 seconds clear of Jack Miller. It took half a second out of the Australian on that last lap. Controlling Vinales back in 3rd. Vinales got nothing for him. He's about a second to put his hands on it.
Fabio on the 3rd. That would be astonishing. Pecco Bagnaia is really struggling a bit here now. Last year, now it's the turn of Franco Morbidelli.
Brilliant performances by Jack Miller. He's in. We heard pre-race that they had big expectations for him. A very, very fast and accomplished MotoGP rider, long gone.
Well, yeah, it's possible, but then of course there's a mark in front of him. It's hard to say.
He keeps hitting those mid to high 138s, doesn't he, Quartararo? Eke away from Jack Miller. You can see that's the difference there between himself and Marc Marquez.
It looked like he was down his way back through, and at the moment he's right on the tail of Morbidelli in 7th.
Well, it looks like he's that amazing podium record going. He's going to pick off Franco Morbidelli in the braking zone into turn number 6. So you'd think that Marquez will be making line works the psychological into the gravel trap at turn 4. Probably thought, well, that's Marquez. We don't have to worry about him for the rest of the race. He's on the podium. Unless he makes another mistake, he's on the podium, because these guys in front of Penalty GP, this is a completely different ball game. Comes through to salvage a podium here.
They showed a split of only 2/10 that Fabio's losing, you know.
Oh, Valentino Rossi, what's happened to him? Front tyres are covered in dirt, that's for sure.
There's Marquez here, goes through on his teammate for 2020 and Espargaro teammate for next year. No, you can have that, Mark.
An old place back from Miller, it's all.
And surely for the podium, he holds on to 4th place ahead of Andrea Dovizioso. By the way, fastest rider on the last lap in the entire field was Brad Binder. Sensation. Quartararo's 5 seconds clear with 6 laps to go, but it's this back. Make it worse is if he sees P2. All right, because that's a fast one.
Is that 4 again?
It's 4 again. It's caught him out once. Let's have another look at this then. Front was twitching a bit. He was thinking about having Vignali. Last time he high-sided, of course. What was that at the end of last year? Blimey, that's a hell down. his Moto GP horrible crash. And he got nudged by the bike for good measure as well. His shoulder would have been.
Sorry sight, didn't deserve this after a truly heroic performance.
Be one of the most intense and physical battles for Moto GP riders are. Take anything away from this young man.
Absolutely.
Because this 21-year-old,
All the game is set with
prepare yourself, folks.
Yeah, there's going to be some emotional scenes after this race. On podium, as Andrea Dovizioso fires up the inside of Jack Miller. Dicing it out. Miller versus Morbidelli still on board that Yamaha.
Franco Morbidelli, but there was a gap he saw.
That's that typical riding style.
Drove to Lorenzo's Dobby, wasn't
from a
it?
few years ago. Exactly right.
See, there, Morbidelli's wrist.
Marquez,
Oh, no,
this is not good. He's in a neck brace and he's holding.
Turn for Yamaha, they can barely watch.
Diego Civillini there doesn't know what to do with him.
Absence.